Hey trappers, I'm going to do a unboxing type video for you now. My kids are always watching unboxing videos about toys on YouTube. So I had a new product. Well, it's not really new, but got my hands on a product and I'm going to give it a try. And that product is Dakotaline's Trap and Snare Dip. It's a water-based dip. I've used it in the past, and honestly, the reason I shied away from it was I did not really like the color. The color is kind of a bluish gray. It's made for snares, and I like my traps coal black, because if I have a snap trap, I could see a coal black trap out in the field. I always thought the gray would blend in a little more. So that's why I kind of abandoned it, but I'm gonna give it another try. Like I said, Dakotaline Trap and Snare Dip. I got this off of Keith Winkler at Sterling Fur. It's a water-based dip, and I'm looking at the directions here. You mix 1.5 parts of water with 1 part dip, and optimum dipping temperature is 70 degrees Fahrenheit. And there's also a note on there, active rust should be neutralized before dipping. Well, this is a Bridger 1.5 here, and I actually rusted it because I know how most of the water-based dips adhere the first time on a clean, degreased trap. Obviously it has to be degreased, but it works. You just have to dip it a few times. It takes a couple coats. So my goal here is I want to see how well this coats on a pre-rusted trap, and it's just surface rust. There's no scale rust because I rusted this with salt and vinegar and water solution. But I just wanted to see how the first coat's going to look on a trap that's a little bit rusty. So I'm going to shut the camera off here and mix it up. I probably will show you what it looks like when I open it, and mix it up for you guys and girls. And we're going to dip that trap in it, see how it is, and then I'm going to look at it a little bit later, see if any of the rust came through, or see if it takes a second coat. Just more or less see how it performs. So. All right, I have to apologize there. I just watched that video back quick, and I'm making some lure. I've been busy in the lure shed here, and there's flies all over my shop. So if you hear buzzing or a fly gets near the camera and he's buzzing, I apologize for that. But I just want to show you the label on it. Non-petroleum, quick dry, odorless, economical. Optimum dipping temperature 70 degrees. Mix 1.5 parts of water to 1 part dip. So I am going to open this, show you the color, and then I'll mix it up. I shook it up already, by the way. That's the color right there. And we'll dump it in this container. It's just a windshield washer container I cut off. Okay, I'll shut the camera off. I'm gonna go fill this one time with water, fill it a half a time with water and put it in there, and I'll shut the camera back on when I mix it up. All right, I already put the half in, now I'm going to put the 1 in. That filled that up pretty good. I didn't think it'd make that much. I hope it does not splooge out when I dip it. All right. I'm just gonna mix it up here real good. know you're not really into watching YouTube, somebody mixing up trap dip, but I want to give this a good test. So I want to mix it up properly. Okay, I think it's probably mixed pretty good. Now let me grab something to lay the stick on. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to shut the camera off and I'm going to go over to part of my shed where I normally do the dipping because I'm not going to be able to operate here. That's really full and I'll have a sloppy mess going on. So, all right, there's the trap. We're going to dip this one time and let's take some video of it after it's dry. One thing with the water-based dips, a lot more sticks to them and you get a lot of dripping compared to the dips that you mix with gasoline or Coleman fuel. So it does take a little bit longer to let it drip off if you don't want to waste a pile. All right, initially that looks pretty good. See if I can show it to you here. Okay, we'll let that dry and then we'll take a look at it and I'll see if it needs another coat or not. All right, this is the initial coating. You can see it's not totally dry yet, but it is evenly coated, but it's definitely going to take another coat, maybe a few more. But you know, like I said, this was a trap that's never been treated at all before. So it's kind of to be expected that you're going to do multiple treatments with a water-based dip the first time. I brought this outside in the sunlight. This is the trap after dip number 2. And as you can see on a rusted trap or a trap you would have used before, it is coated really nice in 2 coats. I'm going to give it one more coat for good measure. I'm going to give this product a try this year on the trap line. I'm going to have to call Humphrey up or Keith, and I might try brown. I still do not like this color at all. It's not black, it's more of a gray. So I'll get some 1.5s and I'll dye it brown, and that'll blend in real nice with the stream bottom, I guess, since I'm not gonna see them out in the field anyway. But I really wish Keith would make a coal black color, but I'm pretty impressed with the coat job after just 2 coats on a brand new trap that was pre-rusted. So all right, I will probably do another video letting you know my thoughts on this after I actually use it on the trap line. But just wanted to give an update after